We're recording.
Woo!
Welcome, everybody. I'm still waking up, so bear with me.
Hello, we're back.
We're back. Thank you for tuning in. This is the second reaction to the Hercules series, and the title of this one is Hercules and the Lost Kingdom.
That's fine. We know it's but a kingdom and they're lost. We
Yep.
got it.
So I was going to say, with that title, does that tell you anything?
There's a kingdom and it's lost. It could be maybe other dimensiony or something. That could be kind of cool. I don't know. My brain goes to like the Lost World, which was like a show on when I was like a really young kid. And they like were travelers that got lo- in a plane crash or something. I haven't watched it in so long, but they were in like
It,
a world like dinosaurs and stuff.
yeah, and the Slee Stacks.
Yeah.
And they had a little caveman type
It
dude.
was like a show that I could only watch like if it was randomly on at a babysitter's house when I was in like 5th grade. So I don't have like a huge memory of it, but like it's like a core in there that like triggers.
And I forgot, I need to turn your volume up. So I apologize for those who watched the first movie. We're still getting things adjusted. So hopefully we've turned Brooke up a little bit more so you can hear her
Woo.
better compared to me.
Yeah. And if anything, I can talk louder.
So we talked a little bit last time about the martial arts, and one of the specific trivias I found for that is that it's borrowed elements from the Fantasia genre as well as Hong Kong horror flicks, and combined
Okay.
them with a mind-numbing, eye-popping martial arts fights. Um,
Okay.
Specific influences have been traced to the movies Once Upon a Time in China, Swordsman 2, and Bride with White Hair, which I haven't seen any of those.
Nope. Yeah, no, the only karate movie I've now seen is like The Karate Kid because people wanted me to watch it. Maybe I should do like a month of karate movies or something. That'd be kind of fun.
It'd be interesting to do the old school as well as some of, well, it's still considered old school, but I was thinking like Bloodsport is a popular one.
Yeah.
Another thing that was mentioned by Looper, which sometimes they have accurate facts, sometimes might not be so accurate, and that is that it helped bring the realm of ancient mythology to the small screen in ways that had never occurred before. For most of its run, it went head to head in the ratings with other syndicated mega hits like Baywatch, which I mentioned that
Okay.
last time.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I guess when I was growing up, it was a much bigger thing in media, and it probably stemmed from this, I think.
Hmm. The first movie, The Amazon Women, released April 25th of 1994. This one came
Okay.
out just a week later, so May 2nd,
Okay.
1994, just to give you an idea timeline wise.
Okay, so they definitely like made them with the intent of them all. That's so interesting.
Hmm.
Now I feel like the first movie is made unless it's based on a book series, and they're like, maybe you'll get a second one. We'll think about it.
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think they're based on any books in particular, other
Yeah,
than the
the legends
mythologies.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
In fact, I
took
don't know.
some liberties.
Yeah. Well, one of the liberties that they took is most of the names that we hear are the Greek names,
Yeah,
but Hercules is the Roman god name, whereas the Greek god name
interesting.
is Hercules.
Oh, I didn't know that. I learned new things.
It's spelled slightly different. They said it sounded too much like Hera, his evil
Yeah,
stepmother. So,
yeah, you don't want confusion for the people who don't really know anything about it.
yeah. And I believe Zeus is the other Roman name because Jupiter, I think,
It
is the,
might be the other way around. I think Zeus is the Greek one,
is it?
and then Jupiter, because the planets are normally the Roman ones. Oh no, yeah, his Roman equivalent is Jupiter. Yeah, yeah. That's
Okay.
how I remember it. I'm like, planets are Roman.
Okay.
And then the other names are Greek. That's all I remember from being a kid. Because I just didn't care about the Roman versions at all either. So
Well,
those
there's one other that uses the Roman name, so when we come across it, I'll let you know. I
we
think
might
we
have
already
to
have, but
do when when Percy Jackson comes out on Disney Plus, we'll have
mhm.
to watch that for my channel because it's
Okay.
all about like the Greek stuff. It's like I don't know if you have any knowledge of it, but I
I
loved it
watched,
as a kid.
I think I watched the first two movies.
Yeah, they only
Um,
made two for a reason. I'll just say, as a book
okay.
lover, it's for a reason. But yeah, they took a lot of liberties there in ways that big fans are not super happy about. Mostly
Okay.
because they're supposed to be 12 in the first one. They're like 12.
So
And they
is
were like, no, they're like 17 now. And you're like, what? But
so
it's
the
like a
one
kid thing.
the one you were talking about, was that a new one or is it
It's a new one. So like the actual author is working on it with them. I
okay.
think they finished filming. It's supposed to come out like next year.
Okay.
Not for a while, but I've been following it. It looks good. The author actually likes it versus the movies where he was like, no, they did not listen to me, so I left,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Well,
But that's fun.
anything else you want to know about this movie before we get into it?
No, I like the surprises, even when I'm wrong. Or they use time travel to make me wrong. It's like I was right until they time travel.
Well, and we didn't have really time travel.
Yeah, well,
We
he went.
reverse time.
Yeah, I'd argue he traveled.
Okay. All right.
Just because it was back instead of forward.
All right.
I don't know.
So who knows what we're going
But
to get in this one?
yeah, we'll have to see.
Let's start.
This is the story of a time long ago. He was a man like no other. He was tormented by his stepmother, Hera, Hercules. He arrived. He was a man like no other,
I never
born of a
expected
beautiful mortal
they
woman,
reveal his face
but
for some
fathered by
reason.
Zeus, king of the gods. For he was the constant living reminder of Zeus's infidelity.
I feel like Zeus is the constant living reminder.
He does poke the bear.
Yeah, feel like that's on him.
So you
Oh
get to have
no,
your Zeus
three
hating.
guys at yeah, three guys at the beginning again. It didn't end well last time.
Yeah. Are we taking bets on whether they live or die?
They seem to be in less danger. I will give them that. I feel like one of them could die this time. I don't know. It could be all again. Last time, one was saved by time travel.
They're happy. We're paused on a naked scene. So
Yeah, I was like, dang it. But yeah. Oh,
But instead you found your death.
okay, yep. At least one.
it's
Did the
not
other
dead
two
yet.
leave? He's
Okay,
drowning.
he drowned pretty fast. They're doing a relay
Yeah.
race.
Oh. I thought they were all running together and I'm like, they just like left him and like let him drown? Awkward.
The first guy that died threw the scroll or baton or something to the guy behind him. You can see him
Oh.
carrying it. I don't know if it's truly a relay race, but that's what it reminded me
Yeah,
of.
I'm like normally you like give it to the next person, but maybe they're like trying to deliver something. Oh my god, he's gonna get crushed.
Is it
Oh
rolling
no, that
uphill?
tiny little rock is gonna get them. Oh, my man.
It was rolling uphill too.
That's the fastest rock I've ever seen.
Do you recognize that name?
I actually do recognize that name, but if you ask me from where, the answer would be I don't know.
We'll talk about it.
She's back. She's like, you're watching without me? Don't go near the water.
I don't
The
know
last
what's falling.
Yeah, it's like I guess it could be like pollen, but or like leaves from flowers. We do have like that did happen a couple times here in like a garden we walked through. Uh-oh.
What could make the ground shake?
Dude, she's gonna go buy some beans and grow a beanstalk.
Where's that water I sent you to get? I've told you before. You don't work.
The ground started to shake.
Oh, so the ground started to shake. What, like this?
Rude. I hope he gets crushed by the giant.
I was going to say now if we have a guy named Jack.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, he's so big.
I want Hercules.
Hercules?
He's like, aw, man,
There's no
me?
Hercules
Really?
here.
He's like, I'm just trying to eat my soup.
Dramatic. Dude, I had a bad day
I'm
last
Hercules.
week.
I didn't come all this way to kill something as small as you.
Fine by me.
Harsh.
Look, why don't you sit down? Have some stew.
First
He
you,
won't fit.
then stew. Come on, little man.
Little bit of taunting.
He's gonna pick him up by his big toe and throw him. That'd be awesome. I don't know how they would do it, but
No, this really isn't necessary.
Oh, yes it is.
he probably should have saw that one coming. I don't think he's in the mood to talk.
Thrashing him around pretty good.
Looks like Hercules has finally met his match.
I beg your pardon, sir. I don't think so.
Zeus about as much help as ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know about these things.
The Giants having a great time. He's fine. Yeah. Ow.
That is
Stop
a big.
grabbing that lady.
It is a big jaw to have to hit.
Hercules, we're going to build a shrine to you, Hercules.
Wow. He made it. One of them got to live again.
Look.
So will he die at the end?
And then come back.
And then come back.
He might die here from exhaustion.
100 of us were sent to find you,
Bring him water.
100.
killed by the Queen of the Gods. She
He's
didn't want us to
like,
find
what are you gonna do?
the lost city of Troy.
Right. Is there a horse?
I'll find it.
Is that the one with the
You
horse?
can't.
Yeah, but what if he gets attacked by a tiny little rock?
That sip of water
Ow.
just killed him.
Yeah, it like dropped his head. What? Iconic. Just like what? What you gonna do about it?
You were great with that
No,
giant.
forget about the giant. How do I
No,
find
that
Troy?
guy just died, bro.
Hercules, don't get involved.
Involved. Hera killed that messenger in my arms.
She does strange things. She's the queen of the gods.
Dude,
supposed
she
to be
murders
king.
people. It's
Who
normal.
says I'm not? If you were only nice to your stepmother, I mean, if you went into one of her
He is
temples
not
and did a
gaslighting
small
him right now.
sacrifice-
So you're not going to help me. Again.
He's like, I did that one
That's
thing that one
fine.
time.
But you must find the one true compass. It points directly to Troy.
Johnny Depp has it. He
King of
stole it
Poverty
for
had
Pirates
last.
of the Caribbean.
That's your heart's desire.
Tell you anymore.
Yeah.
Why don't you come with me?
If I were only 1,000 years
He's like,
younger,
ooh, do work? I don't think
and
so.
single.
At least he didn't bring his friend this time to die.
Aeolus.
Yeah. He like found it, no problem, but probably not.
Eat this stuff before it goes bad.
No, no. This is for the
They
water god.
said
In case he
no.
gets hungry while waiting.
What's he waiting for?
The virgin. She's going to fall to her death
No.
in honor of him.
Sir, human sacrifices don't work.
I feel like Hera would like a human sacrifice.
She might.
If it was him, she'd be like, no, they work.
You're interrupting a religious ceremony.
Madonna visited.
Eh. She's kind of right,
Yeah,
though.
well, if you're sacrificing yourself to the water
I'm not
god, he's
behind
not
human
home.
sacrifice, but like,
Wasting
he is
time.
just kind of being like, fuck you guys.
So, you're a maiden at the height of her fertility.
You spoiled it. It took all morning for the rope to
Broke
burn
her
through.
straw bra.
You have no right to interfere with my destiny with the gods. Your parents named you after Hercules. What a laugh.
I don't
Love
have time
that.
for this. I have to get to Troy.
Put me down. This is between me and the gods.
Would you stop squirming or we'll both fall?
I mean, she can just like go back up there. What?
Kind of looked like
Scary
Skeletor.
man.
Her destiny is to be with the gods.
The gods don't
They're
care
like, well,
about
she
her or
wanted
you.
us to.
My own father's one I wouldn't trust him with my sister. If I had a sister.
Which I hope you don't.
Which I'm glad I don't.
He probably does.
Forget the
A
gods.
bunch,
You can
actually.
get along without them.
Probably.
If it doesn't rain, irrigate.
Okay, they don't know what that word means.
I wouldn't stay here if I were you.
The aqueducts haven't been
Then
invented
obviously,
yet.
I wasn't meant
Yeah.
to drown in that mud hole. Which is why you came along. You're part of my destiny, which means
Oh
you're
no,
working
is
for
she
me.
his annoying
Already got
sidekick for
something
this
important to
movie?
do.
Look, I've decided the best thing to do is to travel together.
Is that right?
My girl
That's
does
right.
have some main
Until the gods
character
show me a sign.
syndrome.
Well, if you're gonna follow me,
Actually,
you better
about
keep up with me.
me.
What's your name?
Dayanara.
When was the
Good
last
thing
time
it's
you
not
ate?
Daenerys.
I never
Yeah.
eat.
Be like,
Food's a
what?
luxury I don't have time for.
Also, like, how far are they away that there's fresh fruit on these trees and the people aren't like picking fruit? What?
Did you also notice that they were sacrificing her to the water god, but using fire to release her?
Yeah. Their plan wasn't great, if I'm honest. It's kind of like witch trials where they were like, see, we're gonna tie you to this big rock and throw you in the ocean. And if you drowned, you're innocent and not a witch. But if you live, you're a witch and then we'll burn you at the stake. And you're like, what? Neither sounds good for me. And it's like, all right, that makes no sense.
Yep.
See, he loved me more than anything in the world.
Gives
Then
off
when his kingdom was threatened,
orphan making
he
up
sent
her
me
own
away
story
for my own
vibes.
good. What do you know about it? Your father's a god.
Yeah, but he does
He wasn't
suck.
home much, I can tell you that.
More than anything in the world.
Sounds rehearsed, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe she's right though. Like, we never know. We're all gonna judge her and be like liar, and then it's gonna be true.
Sweet dreams, kid.
Spooky Woods.
You're Skeletor. You lost her, Hercules.
Yeah, like how fast?
Just
She's
stand
like
there. You're blocking the
17,
road.
bro.
I've come to speak to the king.
The king is dead.
King's dead.
That's right.
Awkward.
Do you know who you're talking to? This is Hercules. You better
I
get
don't
out of
think
our
they
way,
care.
or he'll crush your skull like a bird egg and make all the goop run out.
Please.
I don't think he does that to
Well,
normal
who's in
people.
charge?
She appears in public only once a year at the great slave market, which is today.
Slave market.
It
That's
doesn't sound
outrageous.
great.
How'd you like to be a slave?
They
Well, I
are
guess
slaves.
You already are. Slaves to the slave
Yeah.
market.
Does she belong to you? You can teach her some
Like,
manners.
cause she's
Oh, she
mad at
belongs
the
to no one,
slave.
believe me.
You're like, well,
Twin half-wits,
yeah,
huh?
they don't
Mom
really
and
have
Dad
a
must be
choice.
really proud.
Just
They're
take a
also
moment.
probably orphans as
Yeah,
well.
I know.
In this world.
Are we gonna have 101 orphans?
Honestly.
I was only trying to help.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but your big mouth is gonna get them in trouble.
You know, you don't have
Looks like the same exact guys.
Honestly, I'm like, is that the same actors? Because
Greetings.
that would
I'm
be
here to see
kind
the
of
Queen.
funny.
I was sent by the King of the Gods.
How do you get past the brothers?
How to get by the murders?
Prepare to die, trespasser.
Hey, back. Okay, it would be awful when you
enjoying
hit the
yourself.
ground, but it'd be kind of cool to fly through the air.
We are the 48 Sons of Martinus, guardians of the
48.
gate.
On the blood of my brothers, now you will die.
That's a lot of people to talk to and deal
And now
with.
you will die.
How do they tell them apart?
Only 42 more to go.
Not that way. How'd I ever get mixed up with you anyway?
Literally, she just tagged along and you didn't do anything about it.
Why are we sneaking in? We were doing great.
He's like, we only have an hour and a half. We don't have time to fight all
Surely there must be
50
an easier way
people.
than this.
Oh,
Don't
poor
fall on the
chickens.
chickens.
What did you push me
Chickens
for?
didn't do nothing wrong.
I've been in a big city before.
Doesn't seem like it. Goats.
What?
I love goats.
Oh,
Sir, unless you're selling goats, I'm not interested. What is that?
Try my rabbit.
I forget what they're called.
Hungry?
It looks
Yeah.
like a weird version
How
of a
much?
For you,
chinchilla.
nothing. Tell your friend.
They're native to Australia and New Zealand, but I forget what they're
Okay.
called.
Because it's possible.
Welcome, welcome everyone to the Queen's Slave Market. For our first item today, we have this
Kinda
attractive
sucks.
former princess of Thessaly, still listed as a virgin, and with excellent references up and down the country. She's anxious to find a domestic position, and she can start immediately. Now, what am I bid?
I like how they're like, yeah, she wants this kind of position, as if the slaves had any say in that.
How are you gonna get to meet her?
I take it that's not mom.
No.
Ouch.
You can
And
but
he's like, don't touch me.
Would you like to come this way, Hercules?
Available
This
today
seems
only
like
for
a
one
weird
day.
way
To clear
to do
fields,
it,
move heavy
but
objects,
alright.
or you name the labor.
They're all like, nah. They literally got diamonds galore.
Sold to Her Highness Queen Polly.
Queen Impali?
May Her Majesty find much pleasure in him.
Hazel's like, I don't support this.
I'll take this to him.
As you wish.
Thank you, Waylon.
They had body glitter back then. She's sparkling.
Of course.
Are you comfortable?
Queen Folly, I put myself up for sale because it was the only way I could get to see you. I'm on a journey to the
I
lost
don't
city
think
of Troy.
she cares.
And Zeus told me
If
your
I'm
husband had
honest.
the only compass that could...
But this is way too much for one day's work.
Oh
If you find any
no.
more Hercules like that, you just bring them to me.
She's lost her
I love-
man.
Yeah, but I also love the idea they're like, these slaves, like, they only did it for a certain amount of days or something. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
Is someone hitting this
Let
door?
me
The
in.
Rock? Yeah, me. Where's Hercules? I need to talk to him.
He's like, I don't
This
know who
door
you
is over
are.
1,000 years
What
old.
do you
And
do?
in 5 minutes, you've made dents in it.
Excuse me, eunuch. I just gave you a message to give to Hercules.
Hercules is unavailable for the foreseeable future. And I'm not a eunuch, I'm a slave.
What's the difference?
I'll
Again,
tell you when you grow up.
mad at the slaves for being slaves. My girl, the main character syndrome has taken over.
You do know what a eunuch is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just like, also, like, I've watched Game of Thrones. I've seen where that goes. But I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? These people don't really have a choice. And she's like, yeah, you stupid slaves. And I'm like, what is happening? Oh, she needs help.
Two for a dinar.
I hate cumquats.
She hates kumquats.
Girl, that ain't his problem. You just have to wait 1,000 days. Only like 3 years. They'll be fine.
A little over 3 years, right?
Yeah, cause like a year's like 350-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this place seems safe.
Do I look like a slave? Just give me the menu.
Yeah.
I'll be back, Molina.
I mean, you don't look like a queen.
She doesn't like slaves.
You're all slaves. Happy slaves.
We have financial security, steady work, and no chance of being fired.
You're miserable and you don't
Talk
even
about
know it.
whitewashing history.
You should be
You're
fighting
like,
for free. Fighting to the death, probably.
When was the last time you ate? We get 3 squares a
Not
day
for
working for the
being like,
government and
we
a roof
get
over
to
our
eat.
heads. A toast to
Oh
Queen
no.
Latifah.
You call this a chicken?
It's small and tough because it had to make it on its own. No offense.
God. Uh-oh. I can tell he's bad because of the angle of the camera.
You don't pay your protection money. How are we gonna
And
protect you?
gangs.
Just a moment, you.
Alright, my
I'm
girl.
Princess Deianira of Thessalonia.
That helps for now.
Very sensible.
Don't be smug with me, you arrogant bucket of slop.
My man, like, you're trying to get them to leave, and then you're like, well, actually.
You'll just want double next week.
Yeah.
Unless you really are a princess.
Hercules, what you doing? Those people need you to go save them.
You must be hungry.
He's enjoying not working.
I've no right
He's
to
like,
rest
this is
like
great.
this.
What do you mean
My
I was
journey
helping
is
people?
urgent.
This, I should do this.
Something you need. Take what you want of them. They mean nothing to me.
So if they're her husbands, then she really is queen. So is she really princess?
I mean, she didn't mention having, like, a child.
Thank you, Queen Umfale.
I guess
know this will take
possible.
much
Unless
work.
she's, like, evil stepmother. Which could be a vibe.
Could be.
Cinderella vibes.
Since we're talking about slaves.
Hey, listen, I know Hercules is in there.
Oh no, who will annoy him? If you leave.
Princess
Not that guy
Sayonara of
again.
Thessalonia. Do I have it right?
Or is it by any chance Princess Dead Squirrel Meat?
I prefer the first one.
Except her tongue. I want to watch it flap in the dirt.
My man, you're wearing a belt like a collar and it has a noodle on it.
She just beat up 3 men who are bigger than her.
She learned. She watched and she learned. Or maybe she's half too. That could make sense.
Half god?
Yeah, like she's another half one. That's why she doesn't know all her parents, maybe.
Hercules? Hercules? Wait!
I don't think it was Hercules.
Yeah, no, it's that
I must
guy.
go. I follow you.
Follow my destiny.
Dramatic.
What is my destiny? Tell me!
Oh no, she's right. She does have a destiny. That's just gonna make the main character syndrome way worse. Oh,
Are you
sorry
ready
you
to
were
travel?
busy.
Or maybe you need
doing
another couple of days
nothing.
in bed.
Time's wasting.
Hopefully
Live
that's
fast.
not her mom,
I
because
made
otherwise
plans
it's
for
like,
lunch.
did you have sex with my mom?
Come on.
Dramatic. We can't be friends anymore. Again with the smashing. How do they have any pots left?
You paid last time, so you can pay again.
I didn't. I couldn't.
Excuse me.
I thought Hercules wasn't there.
Yeah, and then like
$30
literally someone else paid last time. Like you were there, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Get him. Oh, he's dead. Okay, man. I watched one of my friends get thrown through a wall. I am not running at the guy.
Sorry.
I feel like I don't have a problem.
Bye, Waylon.
They're friends
Don't be
now?
a slave all your life.
Should not just be
I
like,
have no
yo, just
choice.
like don't be one. Like, ma'am, what?
Choose not to be a slave.
Choose not to. That'll end well for you. Like, people love when you just are like, yo, I just don't want to be a slave anymore.
Sure. Get back here. This way.
I mean, she had to try it.
And if you are a god, then you can answer it.
He's only half.
What bothers you?
I wonder if maybe I am one.
A
I
god.
mean, she did, like, throw that guy.
Don't be a god.
But it's not up to me.
Be a girl
Unlike
and
the
then a woman.
slaves, who
Just
it
a
is
woman?
up to them.
My mother's just a woman. Everyone loves her.
Are you immortal?
You want to know?
Yeah, that's what she
Well,
asked.
so do I. Well, the next monster's gonna get me for sure.
Hercules got anxiety just like me.
You said somebody's been following you.
Yes, since I was a kid.
Yeah, but he seemed nice.
Mm-hmm. He didn't try to kill her or anything.
No, he helped. Unlike some people.
Somebody snoring?
Sounded like a pig. Also, if like her protector guy is just like sleeping nearby, not like the coolest. Oh, it's that guy.
Hello. I've decided to devote the rest of my time to your service.
Don't you
Apparently slaves can
I can serve as
choose.
a free man. I don't think you realize how truly useful.
They were
an
not
obsequious
worried about
person can be.
accuracy. I got that.
I'm a professional slave. It's what I do, and I do it well.
Just admire a man who knows what he's good at.
No.
I await your command.
Return directly to Omphali's kingdom and serve her for the rest of your life.
That
Is that what
sucks.
you really want? I dedicate my servitude to you.
Oh my god. My man. Is he gonna like die? Like, what was the point of this scene? That's worrying. This continent still makes no sense.
With all the smoke and
Now they're by
then
the
it's
ocean.
clear and
Last
Great.
time there was a
We come all this way,
mountain
and now
and
your
sand.
one true compass is pointing to nowhere. Well, my destiny doesn't stop here.
Somebody's doing.
I mean, if it's entirely impossible, you'd have to take a boat.
Rise. Rise.
Yo, he got a
do
boat.
the work that Hera asks of you.
It's my protector, Hercules.
That's a big thing.
he's not protecting anymore.
Oh, it's gonna bring them across. Maybe it's being nice. Probably not. But maybe. Ew.
It's Nessie.
God, they're inside of it.
It came straight for me.
It's a cool set. Wait, is she happy about it? She's like,
Now,
yo, that was
I
awesome.
don't think the gods hang out in here. I don't know why you're so excited. We're about to be digested.
Don't you
It's
understand?
getting eaten
This
by
is
a
supposed to
sea
happen.
creature accepted.
No.
Good thing this thing's stomach acid is the weakest stuff ever.
I know.
They're fine.
It's a good thing it swallowed a ship.
Yeah. My man.
Hold on. I'll come back.
You're under the water.
And keep going down.
Ew. That's probably really fun to film, but ew.
I have a feeling he didn't enjoy filming that day.
Get slimy.
Apparently it's got parasites.
Yeah, them.
A little homage to Jaws.
Ew. God. He just like left her to get eaten. I'm sorry. It's not reacting at all to someone like on its heart. There we go.
Hopefully she's not swallowing any of that.
Yeah, that not be good. The water level. In a video game, down she goes. Ew.
Heart attack.
Now they gotta swim out in the center of the ocean. Oh, she's fine, I guess.
They gotta get out quick. They're still falling.
Yeah, especially if it's sinking. They're fine. There's no drowning because they escaped in the air bubbles. Duh. And now how are you getting back?
I remember now. It's where I'm from.
Oh.
Knew it.
That's why she
Knew
didn't know the
it.
queen.
I was like, see, she kinda knows. She is a princess. She's not making it up. What if just everyone in Troy has main character syndrome, though, and they're all the same? That's why they haven't been able to get
We're
help.
almost there. And whatever the gods intend, I will fulfill, with or without
Yeah,
you.
but
sure
it's probably Hera who set this
Fine
all
by
up.
me.
That's what she did last time. Haha. I mean, oh no.
But for information to please my king, I may
What's
loan you
up,
back
bro?
your life.
Kill him, Hercules!
He's like,
We're your
no,
prisoners.
again.
I bow to no king.
Girl, do you even listen to what he said?
You'll bow to the king of Troy. Up the stairs.
Other than me stuck in the woods, they seem fine.
Will you leave us, my friends?
Wait, did he? Oh, he said my friends. I thought he called him a prince, and I was like,
Are
wait,
you
I'm
my
really
father?
confused now.
Yes.
Awkward.
Yeah, I gotta figure this out.
She sent the blue priest to drive us out of the city. To live in the forest.
Drama.
I loved you.
Dude, somehow she still thought she was supposed to be sacrificed. How'd she know?
Sacrificed all of Troy.
I think he's super dead.
People need you.
In my opinion.
Lead them well.
Oh, cool. And nobody else heard it. But it is at the time where I feel like they'll just believe her and be like, yeah, okay. So I spent 5 minutes alone with your king, and now he's super dead.
The king is dead. He taught
None
us
of them
how
are
to
like,
live
who are
when we were
you?
driven from Troy. He can teach us how to fight and win back our homes.
Did he agree to that?
Yeah, he's like, I never said I would do that. It didn't end too well last time.
Let's charge the city right now, Hercules, and see how many each one of us kills before he dies.
No?
There must be a better way than a frontal attack.
That would be the coward's way.
Yeah, sorry,
Well,
I forgot.
certainly wouldn't
Smart
want to
means
take the coward's way
coward.
now, would we, Tellman?
The other guy looks like he should be in a
feel her
boy band.
presence. She will not escape me this time. Prepare the sacrificial chamber.
Okay, but you could have killed her
It shall
that
be
other
done.
time, and you didn't. Does he seriously just want her to be eaten by a sea monster?
Or anything really?
Like, hello. That would probably be easier without, like, Zorg masks on.
Probably.
But
Masks do interfere.
very scary. They look hot, though. It looks like that would be so heavy.
Depends on what time of year they filmed this.
Yeah. You got this, random guy. Probably not.
I'm not a spy! Whoa!
Not again.
The people of Troy do not allow slaves.
That's all right. They're used to prejudice.
You're coming with me. Come on.
Careful.
Come on, get him over.
No.
Pretend like you don't know how to fight.
Yeah, girls, just hit these sticks against each other. Good
Face
luck.
target.
Oh, she gets one-on-one
Maybe we should find
instruction.
a different weapon for you. Use
Sweetie,
your back
what?
when you draw back, okay? Daenerys, you have to get
He's
yourself into
fine.
a rhythm. Notch.
I think he's jealous.
Draw.
Yeah, he met her like 2 hours ago, my man.
Release.
Well, she's already had 3 outfit changes.
It's good.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have
like,
steady hands.
Am I supposed to
make
figure
me
out the day
tremble.
based on her outfit? Everyone else is dressed the same.
Next time, bend your left elbow a little more.
Oh my god, you're both like 13 and he's like 40. It's fine. He's not hitting on her. That's just not the vibe.
So why do we need him?
I saw that.
God.
You know, I work a lot better without a knife in my back. Just get out on there. Yeah, excuse me, what's your name?
Yay,
Just
he's
keep moving. Is that a
here.
first name or a last name? Just, oh, it wasn't easy.
He's like,
I wore the
yo,
wrong
wait,
shoe.
how
Wait
did
a
he
minute.
even get there?
What are you doing here?
The more I think you're making a big mistake. You need me as a slave. A good slave. A slave who knows how to be obedient, even if it means being a pain in the ass.
Although he hasn't shown obedience.
Yeah, you're not very good at that, actually.
That's a good point. But what I'm trying to tell you, without being obsequious at all,
Maybe he can be his
is that my
paid
place
assistant.
is here with you. Can we get something to eat?
Yeah, I guess.
What do you think, Hercules? Do we stand a chance?
I've watched you
Well,
train.
how would he know if he doesn't really know what
There's
they're
nothing
up
wrong
against?
with your swords or your bows, but it's difficult to be a warrior.
But we
It's not
trained for like
easy
half a day.
to kill. You have to make yourself
You can
hard.
see the weave pattern of his pants.
I want
Yeah,
every
his
fighter to
pants
find his
are
own
always
rock
kind of
and study it.
iconic. They match his bracers
You have
too.
weapons for your
Fashion
hands
icon.
already.
Mm-hmm.
Because a rock has no mind or heart.
That's not true. That one rock followed a guy up a hill.
If you're to succeed in battle, you must rid yourselves
I
of all
saw
of
it.
that.
I'm waiting
This
for the
was now.
97-year-old virgin to show up from the beginning.
God, honestly, but like if this was nowadays, The Rock would have showed up when he said that. The Rock would have been Hercules. And it would have been like, you have to be a rock.
Thank you.
They still
I'm
have
just
to
like,
fight.
please don't make this weird.
Just don't get the idea of combat. You know, they think too much. They've memorized how to shoot an arrow. But if you memorize how
Again,
to
it's
walk, you'd
been
never
like
get across
3
a room.
hours.
Why don't you ever look at me?
'Cause you're like 12.
Soon I may be dead and you never look at me. I've changed. Can you see it?
Again, it's been like 3 hours.
You don't think I'm beautiful?
Well, sure, that's not what I mean.
Would you ever want to kiss me?
I don't want him to kiss her.
I don't think so.
Like, to be honest.
How about now?
I don't think so.
What about? Yeah, he likes what's her face from the last movie. No, honestly, Hercules handled that pretty well.
Oh, you're giving him kudos?
Actually, yeah, I am, because there's too many men who like don't do that when too young of a girl hits on them. So I was kind of like, honestly, yeah, he was like no, and kept the no. The only thing he could have called her kiddo.
Yes,
He could have
it
been
is.
like, okay,
And you
kiddo,
plan to attack it.
just kill it off.
I don't
Also,
think it's
where
a
have
good
you been?
idea. Hera likes the blue cult.
Yeah, she would.
Can't talk you out of it?
Blue Oyster Cult?
No.
Bro, you know the answer is no. Like,
Why don't you join us? We'd be side by side for once.
I
fighting
don't
for a
know
good
why
cause.
he asked.
Still got it in you?
Of course I have, son.
That means that Zeus himself is on our side!
Okay.
Nice shot.
How are we supposed to practice now?
But are you going to help us or not?
He's like,
Believe
I
in myself.
inspired them with
We'll fight
one
our way in
lightning
and
bolt.
keep fighting.
Good, you're together. We attack at
Me?
dawn.
Like, yeah, age
Dawn, why
appropriate.
don't we attack tonight?
The truth is, I didn't think we could do it before. I thought I'd just be leading our people
What?
to certain death. But with the Thunderbolt, I know we'll win.
They'll be fine, probably, maybe. Probably not. There's actual fighting this time? Probably not.
Do something.
Aw, puppers.
Oh my god. Do it for the
Grace,
dog.
where are you?
see, but we still don't know who
Come to
her mom is, right?
Daenerys, it's dawn. Time to go.
She can't see that
She's not here.
herself. She's got stuff to do.
Wait, have you seen Daenerys?
She passed me in the middle of the night. I thought she came back to her hut.
Hercules.
She's probably
She must have
gonna try
gone.
to sacrifice
God,
herself
she's
so Hera
gone
will
alone.
leave them alone.
There'll be no attack. I'm going alone.
I'm going and you can't stop me.
But you'll both
Then what
be
was
killed.
the point?
There must be another way.
Tellman, just so you know,
The
I don't
last
need you to
time
tell
a
me how
pretty
there's
boy
a
followed him, he
hero's way and a
died.
coward's
It's just
way.
not a good call.
You're right. A cowherd's way. What?
So Aeolus was a pretty boy?
Cowherd's way. I
Yeah.
remember before we left the city. They had a shortcut, a tunnel. Got into the pasture
I'm
quicker.
sorry,
We
you
called
knew
it the
this the whole
cowherd's way.
time
You mean
and
there's
said
a tunnel to the
nothing.
city?
Bro, spider web. Sneak attack. Don't think they have like zero security at this giant gate. Oh.
And the
They're like,
gate
no, you
opens
can
by
come
itself.
in. It's fine. They're like, you can just come in. Like, you could have just knocked.
There's nobody here.
They actually wanted to share the whole time that the other people were the bad
It's a
guys.
little rundown for a big city. I like it better when people are talking. Yes, master.
Yeah, we're in a trap. It's fine.
We came to fight. Look around you.
We already had
Doors
this
are open. There's
convo.
nothing
They
to
said
see. You
no.
can't fight what you can't see. You're in charge now, Tellman.
They're invisible now?
If there was somebody here, they'd come out, wouldn't they? Otherwise, what's to stop us from coming in?
A trap?
It was just the wind.
It's a trap!
I'm Telamon, warrior of Troy! Are these empty walls my only challenge?
Trap! No.
That guy's like, oh crap. It's a lot of robes. Are you talking? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
My headphones just like jiggled a bit, I think.
Okay.
I think it was only for a few seconds.
Okay. I thought her lips are moving. Is she saying something?
Yeah. I was just saying you don't go after someone who can dual wield when you've trained for like a day. But you know.
Yeah.
Very nice of them all to just like wait until he's done.
Oh yeah.
We'll all be dead without Hercules.
I mean, Hercules wasn't gonna fight them all. Like, I'm good.
Go away, Hercules. You'll spoil everything.
I like how the knife screams.
Yeah, I guess it could have made the drama of that outfit though.
Isn't it gorgeous?
I've got Hercules in here.
Oh no, is he gonna get stabbed? Oh thank god, he's gonna throw a rock at them. Now they all have rocks.
Come on, fish face.
Cross your fingers for their aim.
Yeah. They have like armor and padding on.
But if you go for the head.
The mask is what? Okay, they do give like putties from Power Ranger vibes.
If you stand up to them, they don't exist.
That's convenient. Do the swords not exist if you get stabbed with them?
It's what you were born for.
Ew.
Hela's coming for you. She's all
Her
around
peacock
us.
ass is coming.
Feel her power. Is your destiny.
I thought she was supposed to get you made.
It doesn't matter what you thought.
Now you can just cut her head off. Yeah, but his sword's all scary and spiky. Also kind of blunt. I feel like it wouldn't work.
It would have made Hera happy because it's one less soul that Hercules saved.
True.
She's not going to save her crush,
Yeah, she's like, remember when you would kiss me? Get fucked. I guess she still is at the point of wanting to die. I assume she'll help.
We're assuming a lot.
She's gotta, right? Otherwise, the storyline's a little odd. Girl, there's a sword on the ground. What are you doing?
These are the times when the damsels in distress were helpless.
Nah, they subverted that in the last one. His head. Ew.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
Oh, thank God he got his matching dagger.
If you want me to sacrifice myself to Hera, I will.
Good. First I'll kill him.
Hit him with a
then
rock.
I'll kill you.
Okay, that would be in my nightmares as a child. Throw it back at him.
He seems way too powerful.
Yeah, this guy's kind of sick in the bad way. Is he human though?
I would say not with the gills on the sides of the neck.
Yeah, like, I guess I don't know what he is.
I think we were talking when they explained it.
Okay. Well, they said he was like part of some
Guess
like
it wasn't
cult
so easy
thing
after
or
all,
whatever,
was it?
but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I assumed they were still human, but they're not.
Why did you come here? What did you think you were doing?
I thought it was the only way I could save my people.
Yeah, we don't. Or daggers to dying people. Bro don't even have a head. How do you know what he's swinging at? Yeah. Oh, he's fine. Where's all the archers they played?
All the altars?
Or the archers. Like, they trained a
Archers.
bunch of women to shoot, and then they didn't bring them with them.
To follow in your
I'm like,
father's
what was the
footsteps
point?
and lead your people.
Will you rule them with me?
No,
You don't need me.
you already talked about this.
This isn't what's supposed to happen. Hera wants the girl.
Why did she
No,
get the
she
girl?
lost fair and square.
Expect me to explain Hera. Hera's a goddess.
She's being abducted by aliens.
He just stands there.
Yeah, he didn't do shit.
Hera, you don't control our destiny. We find it for ourselves.
I don't think she liked that. Are we actually gonna, is she gonna go talk to Hera? Cause that'd be kinda sick. Or she like threw him into the void. I don't.
He's gone.
Does she know who he is?
She doesn't dare.
But I love him.
So do I. But his work is done here. He has to move on.
Okay, but go be with the
Don't
age
forget what he
appropriate boy,
told you
please.
about the gods. They are jealous and petty.
You are his father, aren't you?
You see the resemblance?
No, but you could have helped out more.
He looks like his mother.
Would be my response. Don't like be blowing her a kiss like you did anything. Like you set like one thing on fire. She's like, what the fuck? Okay,
I
bye.
hear birdies chirping.
She's like, that's cool, bye. They're like cheering, like, thanks for abandoning us. They don't know what she did.
Princess, I know Hercules ordered us not to attack. But after Telamon got wounded, I ordered myself to attack. And being a good slave, I obeyed without
Oh my
hesitation.
god.
I appoint you Minister of Defense.
He's like, what?
Minister of Defense.
What about the age appropriate guy?
Yeah, well, they're holding hands. So
Maybe he'll be king.
they can fall in love. Maybe they could wait more than a day.
No shrines. He wouldn't want that.
That little girl's like, I wasn't allowed to fight, so I made you this.
Long live Queen Deianira!
What about Hercules?
Where'd he go? She sent him back. to his mom's house and was like, I just fast traveled you, it's fine. And now he's fallen. Nash. He's fine. Apparently. Not him running.
There's a monster. A fire breather.
A fire breather.
A fire. Yeah,
He's just
but
back to
we've
helping more
sacrificed everything
people.
we have.
So we went from water to fire.
Woo. He's just doing what he's. So Harrow's just like, I'll just fast travel you to the next chance I have to kill you.
Well, she probably has set up the fire demon.
Yeah, so that's why she was like, alright, that one failed next. I liked that one though.
You did?
I did. I don't know if I like the main story more than the first one.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we can see you. Go ahead and give your feedback.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say I like that one. I always like second movies or second seasons of stuff because you already kind of know your main characters. Which is fun. I don't know if I like the storyline as much as I liked the Women Village one. I liked that a lot. But I still enjoyed it and I liked all the characters even when they were annoying.
Well, as far as storyline, it definitely did not age well.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts where you're like, ooh, I could have done without all the slave stuff. Like, I don't feel that had a huge impact on the story as a whole.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that was an interesting choice, and an interesting way to depict it. Because I think about like Spartacus and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, they did a lot better job in shows like that.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, what? They're happy and fed. And you're like, okay, but what? I think the other one definitely aged better.
Yeah.
The first one.
So the annoying sidekick, Daenerys.
Yeah, my girl had some main character energy. I was just like, okay, it's not all about you. And then sadly, it did turn out to be all about her. And I'm like, oh no, she's right. She's gonna be even more insufferable now. Because she's gonna be like, I was right. I'm a princess.
Look at me.
It's all about me. And I was like, oh no.
They had about a bit of Cordy vibes. Cordelia.
Yeah, she was very much like, I'm the main character. This is happening to me, for me, about me. And I was like, all right. It's not called whatever your name is in the Lost City, okay? Not about you right now.
So she's played by Renee O'Connor, and
Okay.
I looked up her age. She was born in 1971, so the actress was probably in her 21st birthday at the time of filming this.
Okay.
So it
Yeah,
didn't look as bad as.
the character definitely felt like 16. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
this kid is like 16. It's the vibe I got from her. So I was like, ooh, girl. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not. Maybe we don't fall in love with Hercules. I'm looking up what else she was in to
Oh,
see if I know her from
don't
anything
look
else.
her up.
I'm
I
not looking up anything that happened, just what she's like
I would tell
movies.
you if she's in anything else.
I was just looking at her movies from like recent to see if I knew her in anything.
Oh, okay.
Like
She hasn't done
2010 onward,
anything
but
major in a while.
yeah, she's like done movies. Not since 2017 though. I was just like looking 2010 and onward to see if there'd be anything recent I knew her in, but no. Because
She
I
was
did think she looked familiar. But
she was in a cult classic called Bitch Slapped.
yeah, I have not seen that.
It's an Australian movie or New Zealand, one of those two. And it has a lot of the cast from Hercules and Xena in it.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
If they already worked over there. But yeah, I was like, okay, she's a lot. Which, I mean, I was also a lot as a teenager. But I was also, I appreciated when she tried to make a move, he was like, "No, no, you are a child." No. And I was like, okay, thank God, because I was not ready for that. I was like, guys, I can't handle that. I don't need to see that.
Now, I did make note that her first IMDb credit is a TV series called Teen Angel, and that also starred Jason Priestley, who was in the TV series 90210.
I've heard of that show. I don't think I've actually watched it though.
Okay. She was a waitress in one of the Tale from the Crypt shows. If you ever watched Tales from the Crypt, they had multiple shows. And then she's also been in an ABC after school special. She was also in one of the Criminal Minds episodes.
I
So,
feel like everyone has been, but I've
yeah.
definitely seen it like 8 times.
So she's done a little bit of stuff here and there. Right? I watched Bitch Slap just to watch it because I watched it after the Hercules and Xena stuff, and so seeing some of the cast that were in it was the whole reason why I watched it.
Yeah, because you're like, I like all these people.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Now Waylon, the happy
Oh my
slave.
God, that was like a lot.
He's
I was
played
like, all right.
he's played by Robert Traber. I can't say it now. Robert Traber, and Robert Traber's name is a palindrome. So if you take his whole name, it's
Yeah.
Robert and then Robert spelled backwards.
His parents thought they were real funny, huh? They were like, this would be so funny.
I I don't know if it's his stage
Birth
name
name,
or
yeah.
yeah.
If
So
it's a stage name, that makes more sense. But if his parents were like, our last name is Robert spelled backwards, let's name him Robert. I'm judging a little bit.
that's all right. You're allowed to judge. Now, do you know who Tony Todd is?
No.
Have you ever watched Candyman?
Nope.
Oh, that's his biggest role. I can't remember what else he's been in.
Is
Um,
Candyman a scary one?
yes.
Yeah, no. No. I am a baby.
Well, Tony Todd has his own following of fans because of his role as Candyman.
Oh,
And
okay.
I won't tell you any more about the movie in case you ever do watch it.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to be the Blue Priest, but turned it down.
Okay.
I
Oh.
He was working on another show where he sat for hours with prosthetics and stuff, and he didn't want to do
Yeah,
that again.
like, that's fair. I'd be like, yeah, I'm already doing that. Like, no.
Yeah. What would you score this out of 10? 1 out of 10.
What I score it or what I think the IMDb score is?
What you score it?
I think the last one I gave a 7. I would give this one, I still had fun, but I don't think I liked it as much. I'd give it like a 5.5 to a 6
Okay.
comparatively.
Okay.
Just because, yeah, there's a lot of parts that I was like, ooh, but I still had fun.
Okay. Well, IMDb, it got a 6.4 out of 10. So you're not too far off from that.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is 57%.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially for people who are watching it now and going, what?
Yeah, it did not age
What
well.
textbook were you all reading?
Any other thoughts?
I'm interested to see, yeah, because like it does feel like they're pulling from some of the Greek mythology, obviously, but then in some of it, like I don't know if I'm thinking of a different thing, but isn't there something with like a Trojan horse in Troy in like history? Like they
Yeah.
use the horse. I was kind of
And it's Helen of
expecting that.
Troy. And
Yeah, I've
yeah.
definitely heard that name, and I was kind of expecting them to have to use the Trojan horse in this, but that didn't happen.
Well,
But
we still have a lot of seasons, and it is
that's true.
Greek times.
I
So
did like Hercules more in this one.
Okay.
as a main character than I did in the first. Well, and because in the first one he had to learn not to be sexist, and then he just wasn't sexist in this one. So I was like, oh, I like him better now. And I
True.
think they did a good job of his character development staying from the previous movie. Sometimes it kind of feels like characters revert back to who they were before every time they get a new movie and they go through the same character development and you're like, but this
Yeah.
one it was pretty good.
Well, and the movie released a week later, so they probably filmed both movies
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, they actually paid attention to like, well, this is how our character would be different in this one.
Yeah.
Or based on what happened.
Now we've seen a lot more of the scenes that are in the opening credits. I don't know if you recognized all of those as
Yeah, I
they flash
recognized
by.
the giant and then the guy when they showed his actual face. And there are a couple other things, but I think when I
Her
watch it
her
for the next one.
backless putting the robe on and
Yeah.
the map where they rolled the map out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely recognize with the next one. I'll be like, okay, that's from the first one, that's from this one. I'll be like, okay, it gives you a little idea of what's gonna happen in the last one, because you're like, or the third one or whatever.
Well, I was going to say we got 3 more movies.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember exactly how many, but you'll be like, okay, so I should look out for this. Well, like, because when the lady heard the stomping, I was like, oh, that's probably the giant from the opening. It's probably happening in this one.
It's something big, either that or a T-Rex, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if dinosaurs are in this, I like dinosaurs, so I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, they're already on some magical continent that they can walk across in like a couple days. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, the montages of the journeys as they go along.
And I'm like, this has the weirdest weather ever.
Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for joining us on this one, and we'll see you
Yeah.
on the next one. Forgot to say, please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you would like to comment. Go to her Patreon where
Yeah,
she,
we'll link it so you
yeah,
can watch her full reaction.
yeah. I'm trying to be good about not burping and
That's okay. My dog barked like the whole time. Today was not her day. She hadn't barked all morning and she was like, now though?
we
Now
only
it's
heard her a couple of
time.
times. It wasn't bad.
Now it is my time. She knows.
But thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Queen's work never done. It's
Our
so
Queen's
busy.
work is never done. So busy.
You know, it's about time you guys got down on your knees and kissed my ass. I made you who you are today. Print that one for those boys back home.
The Queen's work never done. It's
Our
so
Queen's
busy.
work is never done. So busy.
You know, it's about time you guys got down on your knees and kissed my ass. I made you who you are today. Print that one for those boys back home.